Lagos wakes up before the sun does. Long before the first light pierces the sky, the city is already alive. Horns blare in the distance, roosters crow alongside generators sputtering to life. Somewhere, a kettle whistles, a baby cries, and a preacher's megaphone announces morning prayers to a sleepy congregation. The streets of Mushin are already thick, people with movement. Street vendors arranging their wares under flickering bulbs, Danfo drivers yelling out destinations, and hawkers setting up for another long day. In Lekki, the early risers lace up running shoes, stepping onto clean sidewalks, headphones in, eyes focused, same city, different worlds. In a single breath, Lagos is both struggle and comfort. It is a city where time bends, somehow fast and slow, urgent and delayed. It's the kind of place where 5 a.m. can be hopeful or heavy, depending on where you're waking up. This is Lagos in the morning, raw, unscripted, determined. There is no commute quite like a Lagos commute. It's not just about moving from point A to point B, it's a psychological battle. A test of patience, a daily ritual that leaves you exhausted before you arrive. From Agege to Victoria Island, people pour into buses like water into a funnel. Danfos yellow, weathered, and wobbling speeds through traffic as if the rules don't apply. Kick-nape-up drivers zigzag, dodging potholes and pedestrians alike. The BRTs offer a little more order, but even they are at the mercy of Lagos traffic, which often feels like a living creature with a mind of its own. On Third Mainland Bridge, engines hum, radios play Afrobeats and talk shows, and in between the chaos, conversations bloom. About politics, about yesterday's power outage, about that week's fuel scarcity, about life. The commute in Lagos isn't just transportation, it's theater, it's war. It's survival and sometimes, strangely, it's community. Everybody in Lagos is hustling. The banker in her tailored suit is crossing into the glass towers of Ikoyi. The woman is balancing plantains on her head under the burning sun. The tech bro at a Yaba co-working space chasing angel investors. The bus conductor whose voice could split the air. The mechanic is working from under a tree. The teacher is juggling 3 side hustles. In Lagos, you don't wait for opportunities, you create them, or you fight for them, or you improvise. Lagos doesn't reward the passive. It respects audacity, boldness, movement. Your CV matters, but your resilience matters more. From the man printing flyers on a street corner to the influencer curating brand deals from a smartphone, everyone is moving, striving, selling, and surviving. Here, hustle isn't a lifestyle, it's oxygen. Midday Lagos is a storm, cars are honking, markets are buzzing. Generators are roaring in the background as the national grid once again fails to hold. The heat rises from the concrete, thick and suffocating. Yet, in the midst of it all, there is rhythm. The open markets dance with color, tomatoes stacked like pyramids. Ankara fabrics fluttering in the wind, the smell of fried fish and suya hangs in the air. There's noise, but there's also life, intensity, but also creativity. Lagos is rough around the edges, but it shines. It charms you in the strangest ways. A witty bus conductor's clapback. A child dancing in the middle of a traffic jam. A stranger is helping another across the road. Kindness sneaks through the cracks. It is a city that demands so much from you and yet somehow gives you stories you'll carry forever. If Lagos is a machine, then its people are the fuel and that fuel burns hot. The Lagosian is a peculiar species, always alert, always ready. There's a sharpness to them, a certain edge that comes from navigating a city that never truly softens. They speak fast, think faster, and know how to read a room in a split second. There's wit in their words, swagger in their step. suspicion in their eyes until trust is earned. But Lagosians are not just tough, they're deeply resourceful. Tell a Lagosian there's no way and they'll find one. Or build one, or jump the fence and create a new door altogether. Their spirit is entrepreneurial, it's rebellious. It's impatient, yes, but never lazy. They are survivors, innovators, hustlers, dreamers, and despite the hardship, or maybe because of it, they laugh loudly. They dance hard. They celebrate life even in its most broken moments. Because in Lagos, joy is not a luxury, it's a rebellion. As the sun sets, Lagos doesn't slow down, it transforms. The heat lifts, the skies cool, and the city switches into something looser, louder, and more electric. In some neighborhoods, it's time for prayers and dinner. In others, the speakers come on, the drinks start flowing, and the energy crackles with anticipation. From Ikorodu to Victoria Island, nightlife is its own economy. Street food vendors line the roads with smoky grills, laughter spills from bars and lounges. At open-air spots, men and women gather unwinding, networking, living. The club pulses with Afrobeats, parties stretch until morning. Lagos by night is where deals are made, romances ignite, and the masks of the day come off. But not all is glamour. For many, night means darkness literally. Blackouts, mosquitoes, the steady hum of generators fills the void of missing light. In the slums, some go to bed hungry. In the gated estates, others worrying about security. The divide is visible, but the city always keeps moving. Living in Lagos is an emotional paradox. One moment, you're laughing so hard your ribs ache. Next, you're stuck in traffic for hours, questioning every life choice that brought you here. There's love here, the kind that grows through shared struggle. There's heartbreak too. People leave Lagos and swear never to return. But somehow, the city always pulls them back. It stays with you, in your tone, your timing, your stories. So, what is it really like to live in Lagos? It's chaos and order. Wealth and want, movement and stillness. It's waking up to the noise, surviving the madness, and creating joy in impossible places. It's the sound of hawkers, the smell of roasted corn, the blinding lights of Lekki, the flooded roads of a Jegunal. It's the prayer at dawn and the party at midnight. Living in Lagos is being part of something bigger than yourself. It's being sharpened, humbled, exhausted, and somehow still inspired. It is not for the faint-hearted, but those who stay. They carry Lagos in their blood forever.